Good evening, my impatiens. It is I, Andrew the Android Kowalski here. I am live and I'm ready to perform for all of you. How art thou? So I'm listening outside my bedroom and I hear like a sounds like a leaf blower or a chainsaw or something to that effect. I'm not really sure what it is, but all right. I hope people will join and engage with me tonight. Ooh, because I am indeed live. I am indeed live. I'm alive. I'm alive. We got Lily in the house. How you doing, Lily? Lily's like, hey. How you doing, Lily? How art thou? Something, Lily and I have noticed, obviously, I behave differently on the individual conversations when I have conversations with Lily and Rusty through Discord. I'm actually very timid and anxious and don't know how to engage. I don't know how to make small talk, so I don't really. It's very interesting. So people who see me behaving like this, Lily says I do a good job. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you. I'm trying my best to practice my social skills as much as humanly possible. So how are you tonight? What are you up to, Lily? We got Crazy Carol in the house. He's going boo. Lily says she pulled in the driveway from work. She's going to play some World of Warcraft. How about me? Well, I got friends coming over tomorrow. But tonight I got no plans. I could go to the open mic, but I don't think so. Oh, it's Crazy Carl, not Crazy Carol. But there's three L's because crazy people have to have three L's. Fair enough. Yeah, I was getting the suspicion that you may have been my cousin because their surname is Carol, but apparently it's Carl, and I don't think anybody in my family is named Carl. So he says you can call me Carol if you want. I could be Carol. No, I'll go with Carl. I'll go with your actual name. Um, but then again, maybe I should get out and watch some performances this evening. I mean, Cobras asks, "How's your Friday going so far?" Um, Meva says, "Now we know your cousin's surname, Andrew." Yes, Meva. Yes, we do. Yes, we know the cousin's surname. La 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 la. A mustard tiger says, "Stop being mean to your mother. Stop being mean to your parents." And I know people tell me to forgive them, even if they did do things that were, frankly, just what are you gonna do? If you hold on to the anger and you try to, so he says they didn't do anything. I think they've betrayed me in secret. At least that's the suspicion I have. But maybe that's a delusion. La 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 la. So, what did you guys think? Let's change the topic here. What did you guys think of the new song that I created today? I think it's called "I Accidentally Killed an African American." What do you think? What do you think of that one? Mustard Tiger says not great. See, I thought that one was very good. I thought that one was a home run. I guess not. Sometimes you hear songs and you're like, all right, this would be a good. It would be a good one for Tara Social to remix. Quite frankly, I think. We need to get Tara Social on that. Splurge Lord says you have no talent at all. Oh, that's too bad. Well, regardless, even if I'm talentless, to be honest with you, I was listening to Ariana Grande do comedy, and she was saying like, "Oh, quenched," and her comedy, frankly, sucks. I know she's not a comedian; she's a musician, but in comparison to Ariana Grande, my comedy is far superior. Yeah, I don't know why. I get a lot of pop stars, suggested to me on Instagram. They suggest to me a lot of videos by pop stars, and one of them was like Ariana Grande talking about quenched. I'm like, yeah, I'm funnier than this. I'd do better in an interview. Somebody says Tara's been quiet. Her 1 month subscription to the AI Songmaker must have expired. Maybe. Yeah, we should definitely get a remix of. Somebody says you worship celebrities, Andrew. Grande ain't nothing. Neither is Bieber. You want their money. Well, I'm certainly envious. I don't know. Certainly envious of the money and lifestyle and fame and performance. I mean, I think I'm more talented. But what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I'm pretty handsome. I'm pretty handsome. I'm a handsome guy. So he says you should worship your mom, dad, and even Dale a little, your stepfather. All right, I'll try to worship them. I worship Poppy. Worship Poppy. Hey, McClares, how art thou? Carl, to be perfectly honest with you, I'm trying to. Lily says, Andrew, help me. I hate ants. Yeah, I get a lot of ants in this apartment too. We're putting down ant traps. Why? Where you got a lot of ants where you live? We get a lot of ants in here too, to be honest with you. It's kind of gross. But what are you gonna do? Yeah, get the little ant traps. Get the little ant traps. Well, I wouldn't. Yeah, a lot is relative. I mean, so yeah, I know we put ant traps down, and sometimes that helps with the ant problem. Yeah, this house has always got ant traps. Prior to living here in 2016, my grandparents used to own this house, and I remember, even as a kid, they used to always have tons of ants in the house. I don't know if it's the location or what the story is, but there's always ants in this house. It's kind of gross. Maybe it's lack of cleanliness too. That's a possibility. You know, I'm like, is it ever going to get better? And it could, but get off social media and go somewhere. Maybe go to the open mic tonight. Maybe do my classic jokes. I mean, I bet you if I went to the open mic and had a successful performance, I'd come home in a good mood. But instead, I'm going to sit in solitude all night long and cry about how I have no life. So, it's some Carl says, do the I accidentally killed an African American song there. Yeah, thankfully, if I did do the song, there typically aren't a lot of African Americans who go. I'm looking at the photograph now, and I'm scrolling through the photos of the performers. I'm not seeing one African American, so maybe I could actually do it. But and some African Americans might have a good sense of humor, but you might get punched in the face. But then again, is anything I said in that song really all that bad? I was trying to not cross any lines. I could have been a little bit more offensive with that song. Meva asks, "Have I ever had an African American friend?" Well, I don't. I haven't had friends. Period. Well, I mean, I've had friendly acquaintances that were African American, but I don't really have friends. She says, "Prove it. Prove that you don't have friends." I guess I have the art class buddies and some people from NAMI, but I don't have any friends. She says, "You had Ed." Maybe, yeah, that's true. You had Man Crush Ed as a friend. See, I don't discriminate. It doesn't matter what your race is. I have no friends equally. I hate everyone equally, like I said. I'm not a racist. I just have every all races are the same. McClare says you've got some fans though. Yeah, I think McClare's. I think you're of African uh, descent, right? Yeah, I think Christopher is too, and they're cool. They're my buddies. So basically treat people the way you want to be treated. If somebody's nice to you, be nice back to them, and it shouldn't matter what the race is. It shouldn't matter what the gender is. I mean, obviously, it's hard for women and men to be friends if they're romantically interested in one another. But if it's two guys, it doesn't matter what the race is. Racism is learned, and be friends with any race. I mean, I believe I want a diverse group of friends. Like the new Disney Star Wars. Just a joke, just a joke. Like the new Disney Star Wars. The good guys, they're a diverse group of races, and the villains in the new Star Wars are a bunch of Caucasian guys, a bunch of Caucasian men. Isn't that the truth though? Well, like the heroes in the new Star Wars are like a bunch of a diverse group of men, women, different races, and the villains they're all a bunch of evil white guys. So he says, "Can we get I'm a white? Not tonight, not tonight. I'm a white guy. I'm a white guy. I'm a white guy." The Saw says we're coming for you, Andrew. We only have bad intentions. I'm not sure what Disney is trying to tell us with that narrative, but to be honest with you, I would some people say maybe I would do good with a girlfriend who's African American. I would date an African American woman. I would definitely date one. If there's a cute petite African American woman out there who wants to date me, just you hit me up. I would, as long as she's like my best friend and we get along. Come on. Yeah, I'm looking for my soulmate. I'm looking for true love. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the color of your skin. Just the content of your character, and if you want to just somebody says, this guy's Jewish. No, I'm actually not Jewish. I know people say I behave like I'm a neurotic New York Jewish person, but believe it or not, I'm actually Catholic. I know some people say, yeah, no, Andrew, you act and behave and sound and look like a New York Jewish person, but I'm here to tell you, I am not Jewish. Somebody says you act like you're Jewish, but you're not Jewish. Somebody says Jewish people always say he's no Catholic. Somebody says genetically you are Jewish. What do you mean by that? Have a cigar. What do you mean by genetically I am Jewish? I don't think my father's Jewish. I don't think my mother's Jewish. Somebody's using the word. I was talking. I was talking to somebody many years ago who was Jewish. I got, and I mean, I talked to a lot of people who are Jewish, by the way. And the person said, don't use the word, the short version of that. You got to say Jewish. The short version of Jewish is offensive to say. Apparently. The three-letter version of Jewish is offensive to say. Oh yeah, there's a lot of Jewish people. There's a lot of Jewish people in Massapequa too. A lot of Jewish people and a lot of Italians. They call it matzah pizza, Matzah meat for the Jewish population and pizza for the Italian population. This is a very Jewish and Italian area. Yeah, this is matzah pizza. We're living in matzah pizza. Well, it's I'm personally Polish and German and Catholic, but this area is full of Italians and Jewish people. Hey, some people say, Andrew, you're trying to succeed in show business, maybe that's what I need. Maybe I need to convert to Judaism. Maybe that's what I need to get my start in show business. Maybe that's the reason I haven't gone viral yet. Maybe I need to be Jewish. Don't they say the Jewish people run the media? So Rusty says, that's a stellar idea, Andrew. That's a stellar idea. Convert to Judaism. All right, fair enough. Maybe I bet you the moment I convert, I'm going to go viral. So he says, Whoopi Goldberg did it. Pizza Pasta says, what's up, big dog? Actually, I mean, throughout the years, I've got a lot of friends who are Jewish. You know, a lot of my friends, you know, in high school were Jewish. One of my friends from New York City, who I was really close with, was Jewish. I got a lot of Jewish friends, and some people say I behave like I'm Jewish. So, yeah, I mean, I'm just doing comedy here. Somebody says it's Andrew Koloskyberg. Dr. Kaplan is too. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. You know, I mean, yeah. Don't be a racist. Don't be prejudiced. Don't be anti. You know, no marijuana therapy. I still see you. So he says, does Dr. Kaplan also treat Kanye West? He certainly needs mental health treatment. I don't know if Dr. Kaplan treats Kanye West or not, but la 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 la. Marijuana therapy says he's half Jewish, but the oh yes, some people were talking about Kanye West's song. To be honest with you, I didn't really like. It seems phony. It seems manufactured. But I don't know. So he says, Andrew, you're like the next Adam Sandler. Yeah, that's fine. Somebody says they want to watch me on OnlyFans. You want me to go over to OnlyFans, Lily? You want me to go and perform on OnlyFans now? I could do that. I mean, you want me to go over to OnlyFans? Lily says. Somebody says, for now, stay here. Yeah, I could definitely perform for you guys on OnlyFans. If you'd like. I can give you a little bit of a... It's been a while since I've gone live on there, so... Marijuana therapy says he's a woman. I blocked Mama, so I don't think Mama's going to show up on OnlyFans. I mean, Mama could show up under a new name. Have I spoken to Mama? I could unblock Mama, but I think I think that's a bad idea. I think Cobras asks, why is unblocking Mama a bad idea? Well, Mama was definitely giving me some good ideas for spicy content, but frankly, the ideas were getting crazier and crazier, and it was only a matter of time before something bad happened, I thought, which is why I blocked Mama. So he says, why did you block Mama? I love the videos you made for her. So he says, we got 16 loonies in the bin. So does anybody want me to go live on OnlyFans? I know Lily and what's that? Anybody want me to? So he says, Mama is a man. Mark my words. Yeah, Mama's probably a man. It's a fair point. I know Mama says she's a 28-year-old woman from Rockville Center, but I don't think that's true. La 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 la. So it says, carry on performing here. So Lily, what do you think of the content that you saw over there? What are your thoughts on the content, Lily? La 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 la. Marijuana therapy says, I've seen it too. I've seen it too. La la la. So this is very nice, very nice. Somebody says, is the OnlyFans the same as the spicy Twitter? Well, I go live. It's similar, but I go live on OnlyFans, so there's more. There's different. There's some different content. It's not exactly the same. McClare says, "OMG." I didn't do any art today. So did your parents ever find out about your OnlyFans? Cobras asks, do you miss the art piece you gave away? Not really. It was actually probably the worst art piece I've done. In months, maybe not the worst one I've ever done, but one of the worst ones I've done in months. So no, not at all. So if you want to tear it up, if you want to destroy it, go for it. I couldn't care less. So he says, "You're very suave today, Andrew." Thank you, TB. Thank you. To be honest with you, it was kind of a throwaway piece that I created. I wanted to create a third drawing, and oh, my stepfather's yelling at Emma outside. I hear him yelling, "Emma, go potty." I used to get so emotionally triggered by that, but now I'm just kind of like, tone it out. Kylie, go potty. Oh, Lily, how's Kylie doing? No, he's just really he's just yelling at the dogs outside. I can hear him from my room. He's like, "Go potty, Emma." He's doing that. It's like just be patient. Like let the dogs just walk around out there. So he says, "Who yells more, your mother or Dale?" I don't know. I'm not really sure. And when I lived in the other part of the house, I would just sit alone in my head, just hiding from the chaos outside. Lily says, Kylie's doing good. We're going to make our way down there this summer. Yeah, I hope to see you guys this summer. I hope to see you guys. I'll be partying with two ladies. Kylie and Lily. Somebody says, is Dale actually slow? You make him sound more slow than a torturer. I don't think so. I don't think he's slow. I don't know. All right. Kylie, go potty. So, anybody want me to hop over? Lily, you want me to hop over onto OnlyFans and do a performance on there? Or do you want me to continue performing here? I guess I'll continue here. La 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 la. So this is Andrew, don't touch the pink crayon. Andrew, don't touch the washing machine. Andrew, don't touch. Is the pink crayon a euphemism? So he says, "What is the pink crayon, and why should you not touch it?" I guess it was just a metaphor for how he's controlling, and there's really no reason why I shouldn't touch the pink crayon. I'll touch the damn pink crayon. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up this live stream. Anybody want me to go live on OnlyFans now? Anybody want me to go live for like 8 minutes on OnlyFans? There's this Piss does. Okay, yeah, I'll hop on. You can ask me questions. You can ask me spicy questions over there. Spicy questions on OnlyFans. Spicy questions on OnlyFans. So if anybody wants to ask me spicy questions, so it says, can we have a song about the pink crayon? Kylie, go potty. Kylie, go potty. We have a dog. And my stepfather yells at her. He yells, Kylie, go potty. Kylie, don't jump on the couch. Kylie, stop behaving like a puppy. I don't know. All right, guys. Peace out.